Hey guys, Mistmaster1 here, and welcome back to more Kingdom Hearts Final Mix HD Proud Level 1. In the last episode, we endured the entirety of World Terminus that was extremely tedious and all that stuff, but we finally made it all the way to the end of it. This is the last little thing of World Terminus that it has to offer, and in this episode, we're actually going to go finish End of the World right now. Well, pretty much everything up until the very end of the game, really. This portal appeared after we defeated all the Heartless and Invisibles that were in the terminal that was here previously. And now it is time, at long last, we move on, and we're going to fight our first real boss of the area. I highly recommend you have... Well, I guess shortcut menu isn't super big deal. If you want a Roga on, I'm going to be using that in this next fight, then feel free to. If you're playing on Proud Mode, I highly recommend you have EXP0 equipped so you can have the summon bonus, like with damage and stuff like that. And we're actually going to be showing off Mushu this time around. Also, I have a Mega Potion equipped because I want to do this next fight legit for the most part and then finish off with the really interesting little strategy. So at long last, let's go down this portal and see what the rest of the world has to offer. Say hello to our next boss fight. This is Chernabog. And he can actually be quite a nuisance if you're not exactly sure on how to handle this fight. First thing we're going to do is see what he does first. Okay, he's just going to taunt. Actually, I'm interested to see what he's going to do the very first time. I'm going to get a rogue off while we're doing this. He's going to breathe fire like this. You can also start by, kind of distributing some fire from his little volcano there. Like right here, he's about to do that. You can tell when like the source of little shards of the fire are kind of coming up from the volcano. His body will sort of emanate with the fire itself. He can also push you away like this, but... Oh, my Aroga ran out. Let me get that... Let me see what he's going to do first before I do this. You want to play super defensive in this fight, because it can be very hectic if it goes wrong. It looks like he's going to use his little fire pillar attack next. Let me just double check that. Yep, okay. Once he does that... Oh, that's actually a large fire pillar attack. So yeah, he will increase the range of his attack like that. And also his little fire breath is a little more explosive once you've done... Oh, jeez, okay. Be careful not to get hit by that, obviously. Does a lot of damage. And yeah, just be very defensive in your maneuvers here. His little radius of attacks increases significantly as you deal more damage to him. Every time he does a fire pillar attack like that, though, he will never do it twice in a row, so you're pretty much safe to go in for more damage right after the fact. Let's get in some more damage. I'm kind of wanting him to do something else. Let me cast Aroga again and just get in some more damage here. I'm just going to do a finisher type move and have Aroga take off some more of his HP here. I think I've gotten him to the point where he's actually going to enter his next little phase here. Again, this is a super defensive fight. You don't want to be super aggro. You need to back off because that fire attack will absolutely murder you if you're not paying attention. Okay, here's something that can happen. Once he blows you back, eventually he'll start to summon little orbs to attack you instead. These little things right here, cast Aroga on him, on yourself, and you can actually neutralize their effects when they hit you, like so. So in the worst case scenario, if you have to go through this phase, if you have Aroga up and Aroga is active, it has to be Aroga, by the way. It does not work if you have any other magic before Aroga. You can basically absorb all of those attacks right there and you won't take damage. Same thing applies right here. Have Aroga active when he shoots these little things right at you right here, and you pretty much can't die. So, really nice that you can actually reflect the projectiles like so. Now that all of that... Oh, Jesus Christ, okay. Now that all of that has been said and done, I am going to do a last little strategy here. I'm going to summon Mushu because, as you saw just a little while ago, I did a three-hit combo in the air to store my damage. And now we're actually going to show off what Mushu does. It's been a while since we picked him up. Well, by a while, I mean like 3 videos, but we still haven't seen what he's capable of. I am Mushu, yay! And basically what he does is he is a... Just for safety, let me put a rogue up. He is a rapid-fire summon. Like this. And he absolutely decimates this guy from full health in one little summon burst right there. So, if you want to cheese the fight, you can do that, but it's still very manageable to fight him without using summons. For defeating Chernabog, we learn the final shared ability of the game, Super Glide. And this is pretty much what the name suggests. It is you can fly well in the air. The regular glide, you press circle to hold down and ride, but you can press the square button with Super Glide to glide really fast. And this is amazing because this is basically glide, except you go way faster. And now that we've defeated Chernabog, we can enter his little volcano here. That sounds a little sexual. And weird little thing right here, there's this little portal where you can transform the area to sort of be, you know, where you're not flying. Because if you notice, we had sort of Neverland capabilities right there while we were flying in the air to fight Chernabog. You can go in that if you really want to sort of change the layout a little bit, but it's not a big deal. I'm just going to go down here the very quick way. And we are going to venture onward to pretty much the final parts of this entire place. We're in the volcanic crater right now. By the end of this, we will make our way towards an area called Final Rest, and it will achieve that by going through several of these portals. Here's what Super Glide looks like, by the way. You go super fast, like, across areas. This is what regular glide looks like, and this is what Super Glide looks like. You travel distances much quicker with this, so that's really nice. Once you go past this portal right here, you will be brought to this little room right here, where it has another portal on the wall like so. Beyond this point lies potentially the hardest fight, or just hardest event, like, at all in the entire game for level 1 playthrough. Just in case things go horribly wrong, I am going to split this video right here, and I will meet you guys back after the fact, so just give me a second. Okay, now we are about to enter the last, honestly, the last real thing we have to do before we can reach the final boss. Yeah, we're that close to the end right now. First of all, if you're playing level 1, you really, if you haven't done so already, I highly recommend you go back and get Sora's Cheer by fulfilling all the criteria in 100 Acre Wood. You should have Donald and Goofy's cheers anyway if you've progressed through the story, so make sure you have all of those equipped. So you have a total of 3 cheers on the party. You have a Keyblade, either Spellbind or a Lady Luck, which gives you 2 MP, the Royal Crown, which gives you 2 MP, and the Ray of Light, which gives you 1 MP. In total, you will have 8 MP and 3 cheers going, which is going to be just enough to help us make this next little section all the more easier. I highly recommend you get used to, if you haven't learned how all your summons work by now, you really need to. I'm just going to have Genie Hotkey for what's coming up next. I've stocked myself with 2 elixirs and a Mega Elixir. If I really wanted to, I could give my party members stuff like Mega Ethers and other stuff, and even Mega Elixirs. I am going to bank on the fact that I hopefully will do this well enough to the point that's not going to be necessary. If you really want to, by all means put stuff on them, but I just want to conserve as many items as I can for synthesis stuff, and others sort of very, very late game things. Mega Elixir and 2 elixirs. A Mega Elixir is an emergency situation item. If my party members are dead and I need to summon, I have that readily available to me, and 2 elixirs for myself if I'm in trouble with my MP. Last thing you could do also is to put on Fyraga instead of Gravira, or Astopra even, but that's totally up to you. I'll be dealing with the method of using Mushu where you would normally use Fyraga for one of the things coming up. Now, after all of that has been said and done, we are finally ready to go in here. Make sure you're all prepared because this is a huge fight and one of the most difficult things in the game. Let's get going. You'll enter this little room right here, and before you even realize it, you're going to be able to be spawned in real quick. Super Glide immediately, because this guy's going to come over and just wreck your day. This is another Arc Behemoth. We're going to start this fight off by using a couple Graviras, just a couple, not too many. And we're going to get ourselves some damage storage going on our weapon really quick. Now let's heal Donald, and hopefully he'll heal Goofy as a result of that. Thank you. Okay, now we're going to get Genie off like we have been in the last few times we fought this guy. We fought 2 Arc Behemoths here already. They behave all the same way. This is the 3rd one. And we're just going to take care of him like we have with the others, and we're going to do that by using Genie with our damage storage. Be warned though, you do not want to kill this thing while Genie is out, and I will explain that soon after. I would only recommend that you have Genie at most maybe do 2.5 to 3 full blasts, because there's a lot of complications that come from killing this thing really early, and I'm hoping I'm not going to do so right now. Okay, that's good. Let's dismiss Genie. I know that seems really weird that I'm kind of just getting rid of him on a whim like that, but it'll all make sense soon enough. If Donald could heal me, that'd be great. Donald, can party members please spawn in, please? Oh my god, please. Donald, okay. I was freaking out there. Okay. It's still manageable if you don't do that. I just want to get in a lot of damage on this thing, so it'll make this next little part a little faster. But if you kill Behemoth while a summon is out, you cannot access your menu. And you basically only have one frame to access your menu after the point here, because once you defeat Behemoth right here, you notice on the bottom left, our command menu turns blue and we can access our menu. And you pretty much can't do this if a summon is out, if you kill him while a summon is out, because there's not enough cooldown time to access the menu before the next thing comes up. Okay, now this is the important step. Use a cottage to fully heal your party. Let's use a thing on Donald, because why not? Now that you have done that, again, double check. You have, I recommend 2 elixirs and a mega elixir for Sora. You can make those all mega elixirs if you're very paranoid. Customization, you want to have either gravity or fire, and I guess Stopra you could replace with gravity or fire, depending on which one you don't have, but I will have a solution to the Fire Raga thing. So, once you're all set and done, here we have the hardest fight in the game. This is a giant mob fight. Basically, we see the giant Heartless insignia over there. Slowly, it's going to whittle away since we defeated Arc Behemoth for the 3rd time. And what's going to end up happening here is, what's it called? You're going to have, I believe it is 7 waves of Heartless that you have to deal with. They will consist of Angel Stars, Invisibles, and Dark Balls. So you really, really, really need to be on your A game because it's non-stop relentless attacks. For this entire section, you will die in 2 hits to everything that is here, and we have around 100 enemies to deal with. So the first things first, wait for these Dark Balls to spawn in, get a finisher off, and we're going to summon Mushu to start things off. We have to move really quickly here because there's not a lot of time. We need to get rid of these things as fast as possible. What's going to end up happening is since we have 3 cheers and 8 MP on Sora, we're going to have enough MP to pretty much get rid of most of the waves that come after the beginning part. But, okay, that's not good. Let's get out of here. You can put a Roga up to maybe defend yourself. That's not a bad idea. It won't protect you against every single thing that the Dark Balls can do. I'm completely missing all of my attacks right here. But here's basically what's going to go down. We're going to use Mushu to take care of all of these Dark Balls, like so. So make sure you get in all your hits there. Get them done, okay? Make sure... Well, they actually despawned. How rude. Make sure you leave 1 alive, though. Like, try your best not to kill all of them if you can help it. Okay, that's a little bad. Let's back off and heal. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if we... Maybe if we can kill this thing with a Fire Raga, that'd be good. Okay, good. Next thing is what we're gonna do here is throw an elixir. Now we are just gonna kill this thing off with Fire Ragas. Just keep using Fire Raga until it's dead. Okay, now this is the crucial moment of this entire thing. Once you have gotten rid of the first wave of Final Rest, we are going to try to use a Stopra on this next wave because it is all Invisibles. So I'm going to pray that nothing goes badly here. You want as much MP as you can get, so I'm gonna hope this goes well. Get right up in the center here. Let's do a jump, and let's use a Stopper like that. Excellent, that is exactly what I want. Now, just work on most of them. Do not kill every single invisible if you can help it. Try to get off as much damage as you can with your little gravity spells like so. This is actually going really well right now. I believe there are only 2 invisibles left. Okay, in a perfect world, you have 2 invisibles remaining like so. I'm sorry, I need to pause for a sec so I can calm down. I really, really need to calm down right now. The important thing that you need to know about this fight is you need to have both of your party members alive and have 2 MP in order to summon Simba after you have defeated this Heartless wave. So what we're gonna do, lure this one over here. Let's stop that one. Be careful you don't enter that portal because it will reset the room. Let's use a gravity right there. And let's get some more MP back. And let's see, okay, back off, get a heal in. Be very careful, these guys are super aggressive. That should kill that one right there. Okay, excellent. Is that guy gonna DM? Yes, he is. Okay. If you want, I'm going to use this on Donald really quick. And I'm also going to use an elixir, and we are going to stop this thing right here. This is the last invisible. Now that that has been said and done, use magic until you have 2 MP left. Get in a little finisher if you can help it. It doesn't really matter for this next part. I am shaking really badly because this is going really well. Next thing, hotkey Simba, like so. Wait until this thing dies. Okay, wait until this thing dies right now. It should be dead if you've used a lot of gravities on it. Okay, and now we're going to use Simba, because what's going to happen now is we're going to get a bunch of Angel Star waves, and they're going to take a while to attack, which gives us the perfect opportunity to get in as many Simba waves, Simba Proud Roars as possible. And if you've done this properly, you can kill off every single wave and Final Rest that is remaining if you get them all off in time. So, here's our next wave, charge this thing all the way up, and you're pretty much going to do this for the next several waves. There we go, there's 1. This makes this so much easier. Here we go, number 2, this is a bit sketchy. Get that in right there, good. Hopefully we don't take too long to get these off. You want to use them almost immediately after the fact, like so. There we go. There's wave number 5. Here's wave number 6. And if you've been very fast, you'll have just a very minute amount of summon gauge left, and you can use it to build it up one more time. Wait a split second so the invisible spawns in, and then there we go. We have finally gotten rid of every single wave in Final Rest, and we have handled that pretty much as well as we possibly could. Okay, now I can calm down now. We did it, guys. I made that look a million times easier than it actually is, and on top of that, hey, it's Future Mist again. I recorded these last 3 videos all in one day, so my information was still wrong. I have 4 gales now. I thought that was enough to fully finish everything, but again, we're going to need 6 gales. So again, just clarifying that, returning back to live commentary. And now that we have now defeated Final Rest, also, if you die in that fight, you go all the way back to the beginning of this room, and that includes having to fight Behemoth all over again, so it is very crucial you do not make any errors during that. I only had to use a Mega Potion and an Elixir for myself, so I'm very happy. And I guess a Cottage, but I mean, I still have, what, 8 of those or something? Yeah, I still have 8 cottages, so we're all good. Let's enter this insignia. And for getting all the way here, we have made it to Final Rest. This is, right here, the one I am standing on, this save point. The final save point of the entire game. Beyond that door lies the final bosses that this game has to offer. Before I say anything else, open this chest right here. You can get yourself a Mega Elixir as your last item to go. However, we still have a lot of stuff to do in this game, and I'm not quite ready to fight the final boss yet. So now that I've cleared Final Rest, I've made it to the very end of this world, I am going to leave to the Gummy ship, Gummy map, whatever. And now we can come back to here anytime we want to pretty much finish the game. But in the meantime, remember that cup that opened up when we sealed the keyhole to Hollow Bastion a few videos ago? We are going to go there, but really quick I have something else I want to do. I want to come back to Traverse Town to stock up on a few things before we actually go and do the final cup of the game. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to calm down from that thing. If you do not have 3 cheers and 8 MP on Sora, that strategy will not work and you will have to fight out at least another wave or 2 of that whole thing. So if you can get that strategy to work, then all the more power to you. We can put that behind ourselves now. There's not too much more stressful situations in this game after that. But yeah, the reason I've come back here is I want to sell some stuff to this guy because, you know, we only have 1 ether to our name. I want to get some more of those. You know, all these power-ups, these defense ups, these APS we've all been getting across the game, they each sell for 50 money. This is a level 1 playthrough where all these stat boosting items are meaningless because we won't maintain initial stats if we use them. We're gonna sell all of these. Obviously, if you aren't playing level 1, by all means use them. You should be using them alongside like the gameplay while you pick them up. But we don't need these. I just sold all of them like so. Protect chain. We got ourselves we got 4 of those? I'll sell 3 of them. Just selling some extra stuff just for the sake of selling stuff that we don't really need. You can also sell your synthesis materials. Do not do this. Dark Matters and Orichalcums, if you have a lot of them, like Mithril Shards, go ahead. Do not sell any Dark Matters or Orichalcums. If you have a lot of Mithrils, you can sell a couple of them, but I wouldn't advise it. Pretty Stones, we can sell most of those. I'm just going to hold on to 1 for the sake of that we have 1 of them, you know, in our inventory, so I'll sell some of those. Get ourselves some, you know, my heart's still racing and my voice is still a bit shaky from that thing, so again, I do apologize, but I did all of that commentated live, so, you know, I was really stressed on making sure I didn't screw up. And, of course, last thing we want is to buy some ethers. I think 10 ethers should do the trick, 2,000 money. 10 ethers like so. You can actually buy Orichalcums for 5,000 money. Really, really annoying. But if you get every Orichalcum in the game, you will not have to buy a single one of those. I will detail that fact in the synthesis video when that time comes, and its time is actually coming relatively soon, like in the next 5 videos. So yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to stock up on some ethers before we did the last cup of the game, because we're gonna need a lot of stuff on our hands. Now that all of that is said and done, we have cleared out pretty much all of End of the World, we've stocked up for the final cup of the game. I will meet you in Olympus Coliseum. Now for those of you who've been following me along through the various cups in this game, you'll know we've had the Phil Cup, we've had the Pegasus Cup, and we've even had the Hercules Cup. All like 9 seeds that we have to triumph over in order to actually become the champions of those 3 cups, but you see how big that rankings board is, and see how small the ranking boards are for each little cup over there? Well, Remember how I said there's a particular thing about this cup right here that makes it even worse than the others combined? Yeah, you see this where it has these 10 seeds and it says next page? There's more than 10 seeds. There's more than 20 seeds. There's more than 30 seeds, and there's more than 40 seeds. There are a total of 49 seeds, 50 if you include us, that we have to battle through in this upcoming tournament to become the true champions of the Coliseum. You remember why I've been stressing so much on why the last cup in the game is so ridiculous? Well, that's why. If we go over to talk to Phil right now, and we go to the Hades Cup, we enter together. However, we will only start at seed 49. Is this going to enter me in the cup if I select this? No, you see right here, enter from the 49th. This cup, I will reiterate this in the next episode, but basically this cup separates seeds of 10 into little batches, and you have to start from 50 all the way down to 1. So we have ourselves a huge set of fights we have to go through in the next few videos. This tournament, all these fights will take me the next 3 videos to showcase every single thing, because if I did this entire cup in one video, like I have with the others, just think it took me 20 minutes to do some of the cups, and those were only 10 seeds. We have 50 seeds to do so, and we are going to start doing that in the next episode. So guys, thank you for watching. I've been Mr. 1. This has been episode 46 of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix HD Prod Level 1. And in the next episode, we begin the oh-so-treacherous Hades Cup and begin our journey through the 50 seeds to become the true champions of the Coliseum. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.